Hello, how are you? All right, so to solve this equation, we need to understand some basic terminology. So let me just give you an example. So if you have a quadratic equation like this one and they ask you to solve, so there are some terminologies that you need to know. First, you need to know product, you need to know the sum, you need to know factors. So once you get to know these three things, solving quadratic equation um, will be simple for you of this nature and this one. Okay. So now what is our product here? Our product will be a -2. So how did I know that it's a -2? I just got, or this is what you need to do. You check where there is power 2 and check the number that is in front. So in this case, we have a 1. And also check the number that has got no letter, a constant. So it will be 1 times -2, which is -2. Okay. What about the sum? What is our sum in this case? Our sum will be a 1. You just look at the point where we have x here, the number that is in front, or the coefficient. In this case, there is a 1 here, so this is a 1. Now, what about the factors? When we talk about factors, we are simply talking about two numbers such that when you multiply them, they give you -2. And when you add them, they give you a 1. Okay? So, what are those numbers? It's actually -1 and a 2, of course. So when we say -1 times 2, it's giving us a -2. -1 plus 2, it's giving us a 1. Okay? So once we reach this point, we now arrange, we arrange our work. So we're going to say x power 2, this x power 2, where there is x here, we substitute. We're going to use the factors. That's the reason why we decided to find the factors. So it will be plus 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. So I've just substituted, if you're able to see, what is here, substituted this. So this one is the one which is right here, and this one is the one which is right here. We know that there is a -1 here, a 1 in front. So you just substitute them, and you are good to go. Maybe your question may be, is there any order to follow in terms of putting these factors here? No, there is no order. You can put them in whichever way you want to put them. If you want, you can start with -x plus 2, or the way they are. So after doing this, you now factorize by grouping. You see what I've done? You check now, what is it that is common, that is found here and here? It's x. So write it outside. Here we shall have x plus a 2. You see, this is what we remain with. When you factor out x, here you remain with x, here you remain with 2. X and x will cancel. Here we remain with only 1x. And then here when you check, what is it that is common? It's a -1. So here we remain with the x, here like that. So this is what we have. And you must make sure when solving a quadratic equation like this, that what is here and here are similar. Can you see? If they are different, just know that what you're doing is wrong. So after reaching this point, you now pick what is here, x, and what is here, -1. Write it inside. You see, we have these two. This one, forget about it. Pick the one which is here. Because they are similar, so just pick one. And this is what we have. You say equal to 0. You see? So now, from this point, you say x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 2 is equal to 0. Just get this equal to 0, or this equal to 0. Okay. Next, you solve. You shall have x is equal to a 1. This one will come this side, it will be equal to the 1. Here, this one will come this side, it will be equal to -2. So these are the two solutions for the example you have right here. Now, let's try to apply all these steps to this one, okay? And see how it will look like. So I'm going to leave this part so that we can be making reference to this part right here. So we have 2x power 2 plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So this is what we have. Let's identify our product. What is our product? It's -6. Remember here, to find the product, we said 1 times -2. It gave us a -2. The same applies here. 2 times -3 to give us a -6. That's our product. Let's go to our sum. Our sum, we just pick the number that is here. This is 5. Remember, we got the number which is here, which is a 1. Here, it's a 5. What is our factors? We need to find two factors. So the factors will be two numbers such that when you multiply them, they give us -6. And when we add them, they give us a 5. So those two numbers are 6 and -1. So 6 times -1, it's -6. 6 plus -1, it's a 5. So we have the factors. So upon identifying the factors, we now substitute this. So we shall have 2x power 2 plus 6x minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay? So you see, I've just substituted them right here. This is where they are. Here. We get this and this, substitute them there. And this is what we have. So after doing this, you now factorize by grouping. Okay? So here, what is it that is common? It's a 2x. You see, 2x is found here and here. Because 2 can go into 6 and it can also go into 2. X can go into x squared and x there. So we shall have x right here, plus here it's a 3. This x and x will cancel. 2 into 6 is a 3. Here it's a -1, which is common. We shall have x plus a 3. which is equal to a 0. Remember what I said? I said what is here and here must be similar. If they are different, it means you've made a mistake somewhere. You need to check your work. So next, we shall say 2x minus 1. Okay? Remember, we get this, and what is here? This is what we put. And also get this, like that. Forget about this, which is equal to a 0. Okay? Next, we say 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x minus, plus 3 is equal to a 0. Okay? So here we solve for x. So we shall have 2x is equal to 1. You divide by 2, because we're solving for x. Divide it by 2. This and this will cancel. We shall remain with x will be equal to 1 over 2. So this is our solution. Okay. For this one, we just make this cross the equal sign. It will be -3, and this is our solution. Thank you so much for watching. I guess this video has helped you solving quadratic equations. Please remember to follow me on my Facebook page, and also to subscribe on my YouTube channel, and also follow me on my TikTok, the same name that you're able to see, Jacob Sichamba Online Math. Bye-bye.